Hi folks, welcome back to the channel, and today I want to show you my new favourite 3-in-1 wireless charger. Now, where did I put it? Here it is. So a few months ago I covered this 3-in-1 charging cube from Anker, and judging by the views it went down pretty well, but it's fair to say there were a few negative comments about that product, which broadly fit into 3 categories. Firstly, whilst you can technically throw this in a bag or a suitcase for travelling, it's still pretty heavy and not that portable. Secondly, it only charges Apple devices. And finally, the Anker charger is pretty expensive at $150. There's no getting away from that. That is a lot of money to pay for a charging device. Well, this little beauty of a charger from Kuxiu, the X40, addresses all 3 of those concerns. Let me show you how. So before we get into any of this, let's see what we get in the box. And a bit of a surprise here is a really nice little carry case. Presumably this is to protect the surfaces from getting knocked and scratched. And this is actually a pretty nice hard shell case. And in the case we can see we've got a little charging brick, a USB-C to USB-C cable, always nice to see these. And then inside this little protective sleeve we have the charger itself. And wow, first impressions are just how light and compact this thing is. At just 195 grams, I can genuinely hold this in my hand and it's barely noticeable. And it's clearly made of high quality materials. The body is an aluminium alloy together with some stainless steel, which is designed to ensure good dissipation of heat when you're charging different devices. And on the charging pads themselves, you've got some really nice soft touch material, which isn't going to scratch your phone if you're into having it without a case or a skin on. Now, in terms of features, one of the things I like about this is that the hinges are really solid, which means you can use this in a few different configurations, even with a heavy phone like my iPhone Pro Max. So I've tended to have this with me for portable charging plugged into my MacBook, but I also plugged it in and set it up as a desk unit, and I think it looks pretty smart either way. So in terms of those configurations, you've got what I'm calling the charging mat setup, where everything is all folded up and you just pop your phone on top. So obviously the charging speed will vary depending on how the incoming charge is being split, and in this mode you're going to get 15 watts fast charging. Now if you've got another device connected, that charging rate will drop to as low as 7.5 watts, just something to bear in mind. Now if we unfold the first layer and pop this little section out, I'm going to call this watch mode because I can charge my Apple Watch around the back, but I can also use this to watch content on my phone in landscape mode. And on the watch charging pad, this is giving me a 3-watt charge. So by no means a fast charge here, but still absolutely fine for juicing up my Series 7 Apple Watch. And then finally, if we open it up like this, we have what I like to call Optimus Prime mode, and this reveals a little charging pad on the base that I've been using for my AirPods Pro. And this one gives you a 5-watt charge whilst you're also charging a phone and watch. So absolutely perfect if you just need to top up all your devices simultaneously while you're going to get some work done. So a couple of points here. Apart from the dedicated Apple Watch charger, these 2 other pads are not specific to Apple devices. So if you've got, say, a Samsung Galaxy earbuds which support wireless charging, and then any other phone which supports the wireless Qi standard, you can pop those on here and they'll work just fine too. Also, in terms of safety, you do hear stories of these kind of devices overloading phones with too much charge and causing thermal problems. This one comes with surge protection, short circuit prevention, and over voltage prevention all built in, so hopefully no worries there about your phone bursting into flames while you're topping up the battery. And finally, as you'd expect with this style of folding charger, you can pop your phone in pretty much any orientation you like. So I quite like this extreme upright vertical mode, which is kind of cool if you're using it to hold your phone while you take a FaceTime call, or you can even flip it around in landscape mode to use features like continuity camera on your Mac. So let's finish off with the price of this charger. It's currently priced at $79.99 US or 66 sterling, so more than half the cost of the Anker charger, and in my view, no loss in terms of comparable quality. And if you're interested in picking this up for yourself, you can get an extra 10% off if you buy via the link below and include the code MarkGilroy in the box when you check out. And a big thanks to the team at Kuxiu for making that possible. So if you're looking for a portable, affordable wireless charger for all your everyday carry tech items, I reckon the X40 from Kuxiu is definitely well worth considering. As always, if you've got any questions or thoughts about this one, just let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to leave a like before you leave. And if you want to see more like this, maybe even a cheeky subscribe. I'll see you next time.